Holla! Oh god, it's so late. It's 5:33. I've been doing this for fucking days. It's like, look, the sun's coming up. Whatevs. I've gotten some really fucking badass questions, guys, and I'm sorry I'm taking so long getting to some of them. It's just, now I've started doing these video responses. I'm kind of into doing it. And I want to give everybody's question the benefit of a video response, especially since the quality of them is so high. So, Product 84 asks, do you like to be dominated as much as you like to dominate? What are some things that drive you nuts in a good way in that scenario? That's a really good question. This is... Like, I own my sexuality like a motherfucker. I really do. It's an important thing to me. I think that, somebody that can't own themselves sexually, is missing some important, like, chakra step. You know, they haven't, like, gotten from their crotch to their stomach yet. Like, they're unevolved or something. And all that being said, this makes me a little bit nervous. Like, I'm not used to talking about this because it's, that kind of, like, play has always been a behind closed doors thing for me. Because what's strange is that no matter what kind of sex you're having, even if you're having, like, basic old vanilla sex, there's still that give and take. The dominated dominator, juxtaposition is still happening. No matter whether it's accented and amplified or whether it's just there. But it's still something that, as a culture, we are frightened of speaking about, almost as if, the very mention of it instantly means that we're either emasculating a man or objectifying a woman or making some sweeping generalization about homosexuals as if, there always needs to be a top or a bottom. It's fucking bullshit. It really makes me mad because it's kind of like, I mean, it's tripe, dude. That kind of shit is tripe. To me, it's like a dog trying to learn how to talk. Like, get comfortable with your savagery, for fuck's sake. Anyway, it's a different topic. Let me get back to the fucking question. God, I went off so far into the... Sorry. Yes, I do like to be dominated as much as I like to dominate. I think in my marriage, though, my husband is such a natural bottom that I just kind of end up being the dominator, and it's an easy role for me to fill because it's something about my personality. I don't really subscribe to the whole astrology thing, but I'm a Sagittarius and a wood rat, which means that, I'm aggressive and I like to explore the dark underbelly of things. So, if somebody wants to let me be aggressive and tease out their dark side, I'm really fucking good at it. But as far as being dominated, I mean, that's hot. Just because, to me, being such an aggressive, I guess, kind of person, when I meet my match in any sense, or somebody that can cut me down or supplant me, it's my cat. Meow, 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 meow. We could talk like that for hours. When I meet somebody that can kind of, meet me at my level, it's just hot, you know? I'm a sportsman in that regard. Like, sportsmanship in the sack is a must. You gotta have it. So, I think the thing that drives me nuts about it, but you know, again, I believe that there's happy mediums to all things, and you have to be comfortable with the person that you're playing with and all of that stuff. But I really, the one time that I think somebody really did, like, pinpoint how to get me to do whatever he wanted me to do, or you know, anything like that, was he was like, you know, we'd kind of played enough that we knew how far we could take things and where we couldn't go and what was cool and what wasn't cool. So basically, he used me. Like, I let him use me, and it was fucking hot. And I think that the hotness for me really lay in the interplay of the power struggle. It's like, yeah, I'm letting you use me, and yeah, I'm surrendering myself to you, but know that at any time I can pull on the choke and completely stop this thing, shut it down. You only have the upper hand right now because I'm letting you think you do. That's hot. There's something hot about that. It's not, I mean, and I think that's where my rage comes from at people who aren't comfortable with this topic of conversation internally within themselves, because if they think that, like, for instance, a woman's role or the bottom's role in sex is a passive or, you know, weaker role, then they're really fucked up and they're doing it wrong, because there is no such thing as weaker or stronger. Good and evil do not exist. And, you know, everything is fucking perspective. Everything. Reality included. Everything. And nothing taught me that more than surrendering myself to sex and learning about what was actually going on during sex. Not just the, yeah, I'm getting fucked part of it, but the like, oh, so this is what's going on here, and I'm thinking and feeling this, you know, and sometimes hindsight being 20/20, the way that I could reflect on it and really assess the situation from a proper point of view. Like, I mean, sex is dope, and yeah, I definitely enjoy both roles, but it has to be with the right person, and because, you know, some people try and dominate in the sack, and it's just funny, and it feels forced, and it's weird, and it doesn't work, and I've laughed at people. I hate to admit that, because it sounds really mean, but I've laughed at people. You gotta have skill, man, and I think that skill doesn't come from, you know, some natural, God-given talent or something. I think it just comes from being comfortable with yourself and being able to have constructive internal dialogue with yourself.